Hey guys, it's Shawzo here, and one of you guys asked me how I built this security post from my Sanctuary Hills tour video. And yes, I know the Sanctuary Hills is pretty much finished now, but I do regret not making a video on this, so yeah, I thought I'd make a quick video for you guys. And yeah, these are actually one of the houses that you can scrap, so I thought I'd do something cool with it and build on top of it. But yeah, anyways, I hope you enjoy the video. So yeah, this one's going to take a little bit of patience. You preferably want to use this set of stairs, and you want to edge it onto the corner of the house. And then you want to build one of these small floors across and make sure that that gap is as tight as possible so it looks like it's attached. As you can see, the gap's a little bit too wide, so we're going to delete that floor quickly and lower it down a little bit. It's going to take you a few tries to get the stairs in the right position, but once you hit that sweet spot, everything else should all come together. It's looking good so far, but it needs to be pushed forward a little bit. So we'll do that. Let's see what this looks like. I've pushed it forward a little bit too much, so we put it back a little bit, and this should do it. Yeah, that's perfect. Looks like it's attached. And now what we can do, we can basically build all the way along, and this should be it for the rest of the build. I'm going to do a lot of extras in this, so don't go anywhere yet. And there is a limit of how many floors you can put down because of the broken part of the house. It kind of blocks it. But it should build along the existing wall nicely. And we'll check this side. Yeah, that's on the edge perfectly. And hopefully we can build all the way back here. Annoyingly, we can't put a floor in this bit, so I'm going to have to build around it for now. But those floors don't work, but these ones do for some reason. I thought I'd mention that. And yeah, it builds all the way back, but there is a small gap at the rear of the house, but I will be fixing that up. But I do want to sort out this gap here, which is annoying me. The only way of fixing this is putting a separate floor on top of this one here and then kind of like building over it. I'm trying to line it up here just to keep it straight. And yeah, we'll just build along and this should allow me to build across. There's going to be like a little bit of a step, but anyone could walk over it. It's not a problem. And we'll delete these. And I think I'll delete the one on the end there because we don't need that one. And yeah, as you can see, there's no gaps at all. It literally looks like it's attached. And the other side looks good as well. But yeah, at the back, as I said earlier, there is a gap. And you can't really feel that because it will overlap the house. So I thought I'd just use some pillars, basically. Keep it all stable. I was thinking of using rugs to lap it over the gap there, but it wouldn't look that realistic, would it? And for the rest of the build, I'm just going to mix and match some barricades because, of course, this is going to be like a security post. So we need a lot of barriers. Also, I just want to mention I have done the same thing with another broken house where that big tree is in the Sanctuary Hills. That one has a bit more leeway. You can be a bit more creative with that one because you can put down more floors and things like that. If you want to see what that looks like, check out my Sanctuary Hills tour video. It was my previous video, actually. So yeah, go check that out. Also, I would have shown how I did the other broken house, but I feel like most people would use this particular house for security as it's next to like the main entrance and the bridge. So far so good, it's coming together nicely now, but there is so much that we can do. And I'm going to cover up a lot of the holes on the existing walls with the classic pillar glitch. I mean, is it a glitch at this point? I feel like it's just a feature in the game because obviously Bethesda has known this glitch for a long time and they've purposely kept it in, so it's basically a building tool within the game. But for those who don't know, you just put a pillar right up against the wall and hold down A to select the whole thing. This will allow you to put it into places where you can't really put them, so you can edge it off onto existing buildings and walls and things like that. I've noticed a couple of comments on my previous builds where people are struggling to do this, where it just doesn't allow you and it just goes red. All I can think of is you've probably got mods on, specifically the Scrap Everything mod or any kind of Sanctuary Hills mods. These will interfere with this glitch and it will not work basically. But if you still want to use mods, just put on the Place Anywhere mod. It will make it a lot easier. But if you just want to play the game 100% vanilla and don't want to use mods, this is the best way of fixing up houses. So yeah, that's basically all the walls fixed up. And I'm going to carry on these junk walls that are on my existing wall going around the whole of the Sanctuary Hills. But you need to use the pillar glitch again for this one, because you can't sink it into the ground without this. Whereas if you select the whole thing, you can basically sink it into the ground. And yeah, as I said, we're going to carry on that wall all the way around until it hits the house, changing up each individual one just to change it up a bit. And there's a little gap in between the hedge and the house here, so we're just going to use the one, and that should do the job nicely. And I'm going to put a few decorations here and there, why not? I'll probably do a lot more off camera, but I just want to show you guys a bit of it. I do like to put some odd bits and pieces onto the junk walls just to make it look a bit more scrappy. I like putting pictures here and there because you can sometimes sink it into the existing wooden pallets. You can do it with most kind of walls actually. Some pictures work, some pictures don't, but yeah, as you can see, it sinks through nicely. I'm going to put a couple of signs here and there. Actually, I'm going to put a couple of signs in the middle here. That looks like a good spot to put one. And we'll put one up here as well. And on the front, I'm going to put a couple of lights. I always like putting these lights on these little bits here, because I feel like they were already lights before. And here's a cool little trick for you. Using the pillar glitch, you can actually hide generators. So you want to connect up one of these power pylons. And yeah, put one of these pillars right up against it. And yeah, you can sink it into the ground. But make sure not to sink it too much. You want that power connector just to go above the ground so you can connect it up to things. And we'll do the same thing with this power pylon. We can also sink this into the ground. And we'll put it next to the lights here so we can have power. And yeah, there we go, we've got power. And there's no signs of generators, which is pretty cool. On the top here, I'm going to put some scaffolding stuff ready for some turrets. These will do. And we'll put a different kind of floor on top. Going to do the other side as well. And just to mention, the scaffolding stuff and the pillar that I was using are from the Contraptions DLC. So yeah, if you want those things, go ahead and get that. It's quite cheap and it's worth it in my opinion. The turret looking out on the outside and the inside is just as important because yeah, you might get people breaking in. And yeah, what we did at the start of the video, I want to do the same at the back here. And I just want to use just the one floor because I want to put a cool spotlight on top of it. Because obviously you need some lighting for the security post because you're not going to be able to see at night, of course. And yeah, I'll probably do the same thing with the generator next to it and just connect it all up. And yeah, it's basically all finished. I'm quite happy with this. Cool little security post. Didn't take long to do. If you guys do give this one a try, let me know how you get on. Maybe you can do something different with it. Anyways, thank you very much for watching this video and I'll see you in the next one. Cheers.